Welcome everyone. My name is Harrison Nyundo, and I am the director of Harrison Primary School. Uh, I just want to speak something concerning the school. The school started 2014, and it started in a humble way, where a number of challenges we were really facing, because students were coming and there were no place to really keep them, because my wife was there really standing for the classes, taking care of the children in the classrooms. So what she was really giving to the children really touched the community, where a number of parents believed on what Grace was delivering to the students, and they began and they started bringing their children in this school. So how that it really started in a humble way. We were we were really in a challenge to know of where we are going to keep the students, where we are going to keep this, and also the sitting place. Children did not have any sitting place; they could sit on stones, and the blackboard by that time was a rusted flat bar, which now we used to have it as a blackboard. Now, as we continue seeing my wife taking care of the classrooms and the students, I was working with Severin C. Lodge, where I connected with a number of families from Swiss, from German, from because that's the place I was really working. But one day, a friend of mine came over to even see on what I was doing. But by that time, I had resigned in Severin back 2015, and this friend was coming to me to the hotel to ask of me, where is Harrison? Where is Harrison? And I was not around, only that someone around gave my contact, and he started following up with me. Surely, before he came, it was a role for us to introduce the school to the government, that the government now can really know that there is a school in the area of Mshomoroni, Kajiweni. So the time I bumped into the offices of the government to even introduce myself, they wanted to know what type of a school that one is. So surely I was there to even explain how the school was, that it was just a temporary one with iron sheets surrounded. So the officer who was in charge in that office said, we don't want to embarrass you. You are elderly enough. Just go and close the school, because you are just making, you are just joking with the children, not knowing that those are the children of the government. So don't just go ring the bell, tell the students go home, let them not come. But if we come, we find you taking care of those children in those classes which are not permanent, we will ring the bell, bring the students in an assembly, and tell them to go back home, and we will get hold of you, send you to prison. So it is that serious. So by that time, we were so much struggling, didn't know what to do, where to start, because we are like now playing with the children. We are like not there to really impart a positive mark in the life of the children. So we were so much down, because we were really not embraced by the government, and we were like, what do we do? So we would look to one another with my wife and ask one of us, ask ourselves, are we still continuing with the school, or we are closing it down? So by that time, we continued praying. We continued to look upon God. So that's the time now our friend Joshua is coming. This time is coming just alone, but all the days I was working in Severin, he used to come with his mother, and I was there to really work in Severin in the department of VIPs. So this family was a VIP guest in that hotel. So I was there to give them treatment. So a time now Joshua came back 2017, finding now I am not there and I had resigned. Then he started asking for me. Why? Because he could remember what I used to do the days I could come in the hotel. So he looked for me and he got me. I said, now I've resigned. I am working. What are you doing? Can I come and see you what you're doing? I said, yes, come. So he came. He took him to where I was taking care of a church, and I'm still taking care of a church. And he saw the church, said, this is what you are doing? I said, yes. I resigned just to come and work for God. And also we have a school. My wife is there taking care of the school, and we are helping one another. So I also took him to this place, and he saw what really we are doing. And he was there to ask me, is this a school? He said, yes. No. Cannot be a school. He said, surely this is a school. Right now the students are not around because it is in holiday, but you can just see. So I had prepared some few desks because I'm also a carpenter, done some few desks. He could see the desk, and also an office. He could see the books with some names of the students. He said, wow, okay, let me see what we can do. So we left one another and he went. When he went at school, he was still in the university. He started sharing with his friends. I visited my friend in school, and he's doing 1, 2, 3. So he had some pictures he could show his friends. This is what my friend in Kenya is doing. He's a good family. They are standing together to make sure the children are. So he had very good words to really put it together. And all the students in the school where Joshua was learning really was so much moved to know, what can we do to this school? What can we do? Because we have very good schools and we are learning in a very good environment, but surely this is not a school. What can we do? And they started contributing their pocket money into one basket, The amount that came out in the first step was 166,000 that side. And Joshua was coming to Kenya again in holiday, and he brought this money. And he said, what can you do with this money? He said, surely a time has come. And I was remembering the voice I heard from the government officer, education office, that if it is a temporary school, surely go and close. We didn't close, surely. We didn't close. But God really worked a miracle to us. At times, those people were coming down. There could be rains. The rain could come and the road is so slippery they can't come. So we could continue teaching the student, could continue saying, let us receive them. When they come and close, well and good. So Joshua is coming here with this money. And when he gave us this money, we say, we cannot again stand to put up still the shelter, the tinned shelters. But we will now put up a classroom. We will begin with a permanent classrooms. So we started a foundation of 4 classrooms, not knowing where the other money will come from, because 166,000 you cannot really finish. So we were there really believing, looking forward that God may do a miracle. So we would make some snaps in every step we go and send it to Joshua. Joshua is also showing his friends showing his friends, this is what we are doing, this is what we are doing. And still their friends could now communicate and tell their parents that this is what is happening. And now for sure, it has done a tremendous change in this school, because through Joshua, even in the first instance, he created a page, Facebook page, and what was coming upon that was so much discouraging. Even members, people from Kenya here, who were also added in the page, could speak very ill. You say, you mean Harrison is making, is trying to make business with children, is making business. You would find some comments. He's trying to put a cloth in the eyes of the foreigners, to put a cloth in the eyes of Joshua, that he may not see what he himself may now is doing in Kenya. But I don't think that is a school. So everybody was like throwing bad words. But this young man has a great heart. He could not be discouraged. He was forging ahead. He would look for all ways to see the support is coming. So that's how we saw our day. Surely the day now shone. There was a great light coming to us, to now which made us to continue building. We continued the 4 classes, we accomplished them, and the other 4 classes we began, and we finished the 4 classes. 8 classes are done. Now he had connected all this money through me, but we opened, because that time we had not yet registered the name with the government. So there was no way the money could come in the name of the school. So I was working, but as much as it was coming to my name, I was there to make sure that money goes to where it's needed. I have 4 children in school, and those children are also learning. I am supposed to pay for their school fees, but with this money, I could not even take it to another life angle. For I was there to make sure it does what it was intended for. And surely, miraculously, having stood in that faithful grounds, I have seen God really making a great opening to my life. Surely, this is the very short story that I can even speak concerning the school. But surely it has been a great miracle to us. For where we are now, we never knew that we will be where we are. But I've seen this young man Joshua, having been so strong, moving, yes, without being discouraged. He was such a man with a great heart. Surely. So he has connected us with a number of people, and number of people have coming in. Some are really supporting us, really, and praying for us, and really they are standing for us. Another family was coming here even to have a moment for almost 3 months. So surely Joshua, surely God has used him to bring a difference in this community. Yes. Thank you so much.